Listen, people, I don't care whether or not you believe a word I say. I don't really need to tell you what press conference this is or what it's about. I'll give you the link in the description. I can do this anytime, every time, with varying degrees, but always the same basic concept and facts that reveal itself. The plasma string theory, it's real. And this is how they know this. Do you understand what you're seeing there? That's not a filter or lens. There is one there. As you can see, it's superimposed sloppily on top of what is really there in real life. I'm not saying a word. This is for my documentary. This is for personal use only. If you're watching this, you're in violation. In fact, I will send you an FBI letter that I write up myself with the letterhead that'll say, not impersonating the FBI, this is counterfeit. Just like the tender I produce and say, no, I'm not a fucking con man. I'm not playing games. I'm a funny guy, but this is not hilarious. I like hilarious shit. This is not hilarious. It's funny. It can get hilarious. Now see this guy over here. They're giving him some different methamphetamine tablets or something. He's tired and he's looking all around. He is... Okay, we're not getting the full view of this. He's tired and he's rubbernecking. Let's zoom out a little bit. Now you see, we keep on getting this. They don't like this. This doesn't happen like this. This does not happen with this frequency. And guess what? It's a perfect error. Insanity detected. There are psychos interfering with my life and attempting to make me and others they gang stalk look psycho and schizophrenic and narcissistic and just, who but a narcissist, schizophrenic, paranoid psychopath than to create a program to make someone appear like they're a narcissistic, schizophrenic psychopath. That's what this is. And who to poison people with medicines alchemized out of fire, out of certain weaponry, than doctors. These are doctors. The input that was used is from people very knowledgeable about the human body in every single discipline, okay? And I would venture to say most of them did not approve of the way this is being used, and a few of them are probably, at least a few of them are dead. And we're on the Merck hit list of doctors because they protested vehemently to and they're trying to dry my throat. It's weak. I got them out of me with crystallines that I got off Amazon. Certain kinds of crystals, menthol. Yeah, I don't snort meth. I snort menthol, motherfuckers. Yeah, I do. This is fucking insalubrious. You have no idea how I've been slandered, character assassined, mind read. They got my micro expressions. They know if things are good for them, exactly how I'm fucking feeling and what I'm even planning and whether I'm serious about it or not. Sometimes they can't tell, but most of the time they can ultimately. Right now, what was that? Right now, I've cleaned myself out. Several years of breathing this shit in, I actually broke the plasmodium that they have in mine and yours too. Wow, see that was the this is a press conference about a gang stalker or something of that. It doesn't matter. That was video of the gang stalker. Notice how this is all clean, even though they are still Syntel'd. You understand? They still have their communication devices attached to them. Not like the other press conference. I said, look at this. This is a good still. Leave it here. They still have their shit on them. It's clean, but it's still there, and I'll get it even more detailed later. Okay? I'm tired of this. I don't care whether you believe what I say or not. Your own eyes should tell you what's going on. See, this the video camera doesn't hallucinate or do meth. I don't do no fucking meth. I've never seen meth in my life and touched it in my hands. These people are very good at spreading disinformation. Nicotine, caffeine, and green. Someone told me you look like you're tweaking, bro, in fucking 2012. I had no idea what they were talking about. Because I was smoking weed and doing Xanax and drinking coffee and smoking a couple cigarettes. I didn't know. Tweaking, what the fuck's that mean? Like playing with knobs? Not until 2017 that I even know what that, and I've been around people who do that. Most of them really aren't like the typical people you see on cops and shit with their teeth missing, smoking meth out of light bulbs. I know a few of these people. So it's not, believe me, you are painted. Your world has been painted for you. This is kind of what these people see. See this guy? He's a goon enforcer. This is a goon, and he don't know what to do. He's on the best shit they've ever given him. You got a big day, Rob. Get ready. And this guy over here, I wish I had more of him. He seems like the type that just got caught up in this. This guy is giddy. That goes without saying. This guy just seems like he might have got caught up in something, and now he's there and stuck. He is committed. And they said, motherfucker, hey, Brett, you ever hear of Bob the Wire? Bud the Wire, whatever his fucking name is? You better get down or lay down, son. I know it's not nice. We'll assassinate your character. Here's an example of what we can do. You know, and then and he's just like, fuck. Now look at the ears. Notice the ears. The stuff around the ears. This is very, very serious. This seems very well obscured. It's on the glasses. They've done to me many times. We're not on you, Payday, they'd say. And I'd look at an image of a FLIR thermal imager or infrared binoculars, or just I would analyze a video like this, and I would see they're not on me. They're on things around me, and they're hovering right over me. But they have to be on you or in you to some extent. It's a very seemingly non-invasive thing. It's not non-invasive, though. It just seems that way. Now that looks like the Boston, there you go. Yeah, that looks like the Boston, but that doesn't matter. What matters is you have to use your own discernment. Listen to nothing I say, except for the fact that this is a video enhancement software used by law enforcement to catch criminals everywhere. It's free, and it's absolutely fucking phenomenally specific and detailed and elaborate. There's so many layers, so many different layers. And I'm going to only show you this one for now, because I don't expect it to even stay up there long. My YouTube channel, mind you, I want you to understand this, got taken down because I posted a video like this without saying a word, just of myself with all this shit floating around. And they said misinformation, medical misinformation. I didn't say a fucking word. And in the claim it just said, hey, here's another day with Nano, or something very innocuous. And they took my fucking channel down with 5,000 subscribers. Not that it matters, because I would have a live chat, and there would be 6 people in the chat, and 4 would be named Gangstalker from Texas and Chief Handler, and Payday, you don't have any subscribers right now. Every time I would think about doing a live stream, that's what they would say. They'd log into my YouTube and fucking put a walled garden around it. Okay? I am one of the most shadow banned and monitored men in the world. There might be a couple hundred or 1,000 like me, but I'm among them. And see, that made me do all this. You see this goon? These goons? This guy is ecstatic with power. He doesn't look at here, but this shows this program, it reads your mind and it shows who the real you is. You ain't getting around it. And I'm talking about presidents. I have Joe Biden looking like the colonel. Fucking he's in blackface. He's looking like he has Donald Trump hair in all different layers. They don't care who you are. Okay, this thing is smart. It's going to read your mind and it's going to paint you how it's programmed to do it. And this dude is clearly fucking shady. He is gleeful. Okay, there looks like one of the videos they show. Look at all the static electricity. I'm almost tempted to go deeper into it. I don't even know what the audio says, but that's a video of a gang stalker or something. And look at all the shit around them. They're getting hit harder than me, usually. You know, I can't front. This was supposed to make me do some real foul shit, and they figured out early on it wasn't going to do it, and I figured out early on what the fundamental workings of this thing was. Let me make sure I'm still recording. They have an odd way of pushing the button. I don't think they're in my shit now. Look, sayonara. I'll talk to you soon. If you got any kind of means to, and if you enjoy this revelatory information, despite its difficulty in ingesting, please help support me. My Cash App, that's the only thing I have right now, is Real Payday Monsanto. $ Real Payday Monsanto. This shit costs me a lot of fucking money. And I've been buying shit to avoid this for 3 years. Everything you can name. And there's a few things that work. And I'm not even really going to say anything. At this point, I can stop these motherfuckers from reading my mind with a couple layers. I don't have to go out looking like, fucking Inspector Clouseau with a monocle and a fucking hat and there's something to this. Let me tell you something real quick. You see these people walking around with this shit on their head and swatting shit? It's real. Then people are experimented on because nobody's going to believe them. The absurdity of the truth hides the lie. They can't do that shit to me. I don't care. I could snort a line of meth or smoke a fucking line of meth, smoke crack and fucking shoot drug, whatever. I don't do none of that. But I could. And it should. If I did, it should not matter. The information is what should matter. We have become so fucking zombified collectively and individually. I don't want nothing to do with nobody until I can vet them thoroughly, or at least use my gut instinct to know that they're decent people and they're not very easily swayed by nonsense. And already with a predetermined belief system that's going to conclude something that's not true before they even hear the shit. That's what this country's become. And there's something that was introduced to it that made it happen exponentially, that accelerated it. And I'm not going to say what it is. All I'm going to say is lockdown. They had you on lockdown, motherfucker. And what do you think they were doing during the lockdown? They were making this shit universal. This is Insalubrious signing off. Lights on, rats out. 13 minutes. That's a bit long.